here on your Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I just had a couple comments, and there's something that I want to get into that's trending. And we thought we had heard the last of one particular subject. I find it kind of interesting, or find it pretty amazing, or not amazing, but just the way that things season and cycle, which is going to kind of segue me into what I want to talk about later. But isn't it ironic how things from 2020 just kind of keep seasoning and cycling back its relevancy? There are certain things in this life we just have to accept in this world that are going to be timely and relevant. There's certain things that are going to remain relevant. And unfortunately, it's the CV19. We'll go on and put information underneath if I say the whole thing. So I'm tracking that right now. So everything from the year 2019, the chaos of 2019. But there's certain symptoms of 2019. There were layers to 2019 that are never going to go away. We're never going back. As I said, never is kind of it's kind of a promise, or, but we're not going back to pre-2020. So anything that predates mid-2020, that's why I'm saying that like mid, kind of on the cusp of saying mid, like, mid, as they refer to the 19th century, mid-19th century. Anything that's mid-2020. When I say shout out to the class of 2019, that's what I'm talking about. That period right before the chaos and the mocktails. There's funny how those things just kind of those things are always going to be relevant. Remember that. Whether it's the mocktail itself, or if you were a scammer and you got scammed, it's going to continue to season and cycle. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be a relevant topic, a relevant issue. And that brings me to, that segues me into what I want to talk about. The PPP loan fraud is seasoning and cycling again. You might have thought we were done with that. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to go through this again. Oh yeah. And that's why I'm saying there's certain things mid 2020, and I'm speaking of that. I'm words mid 2020, not literally, figuratively, mid 2020, 2019. The things that happened at that point are not going to go away. CV19 is always going to be a part of the conversation. The PPP loan. If you were a fraudster or a scammer, if you're a victim of fraud or a victim of scam, you're probably going to be a victim of fraud and a victim of scam. It's coming. If you played a role in any of that, I'm going to go into that. There's a lot of people I'm hearing about people from financial institutions that are saying that there's, correspondence is going out daily about that particular topic. Now there is a track. When I go into studio, I'll go into it in a little bit more depth, but you can plug in your own. I'll show you how you can look all this thing if you're interested in it, or just interested in the people that might have been involved during your particular time. I'm going to go into a couple of liners, as well as a database. Okay, but that situation right there, this particular administration, they're on the track. So they're putting these agents that were hired by this administration. I hear they're coming for you. So but yeah, just wanted you to easy Shiabu. Easy with the emojis. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. If you're new to the channel, great. Check out the community tab. But, you know, don't slack spam me. Don't spam me. All right. Do I have any stripes in here? Yeah, let's take care of that. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to, you know, give somebody some, you know, some time. Get yourself together. But no, not the channel. But yes, so there are certain things that are not going to go away, and it seems like they kind of come up around. It's woven into the fabric of 2020 and the 21st century. There are certain scams, certain things that happen. Those things are not going to go away. They're not. But I'll tell you specifically what I'm talking about when I get back. But I just wanted to come in and say happy Tuesday, and thank you guys so much for hanging around. If you're in, and I guess it's what, you know, some people will be bonded forever by the developments in you know, mid 2020. So yeah, but I appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. So let me know what you think. Can you think of another trend? Whether it's the PPP loans, they're coming, bad boys, they're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, those 25,000 agents from the Biden administration, they're coming. So I'll talk about that in an in-studio stream. But if you were a part of that, if you know anybody who's part of that, you know, like temptation, you know, they've even got some of these quote celeb types, these housewife types that have been involved in it. Okay, you know, I'm getting a lot of SP, S to the P to the A to the M this morning, and I'm not sure, or B to the O to the T to the S. I'm not sure what that's about, but any stripes in here, you know, you can feel free. Put the tough cuffs on them, if you will. But enforce those tough cuffs. Put them on wherever you can. I don't care for how long. Drop the tough cuffs wherever you can. But yeah, so I'll talk to you more about what I'm referring to in a studio live. But definitely these PPP loans. I think I got a great acronym. This is the perfectly programmed person. The perfectly programmed person. Shout out to somebody else. The perfectly programmed people went for that. You know, just say it's temptation, you know, like, you know, lead us not into temptation. You know, I'm just saying scriptural stuff, you know. I'm just saying, but some people say it's a trap. Lots of traps going on. Hi, Anarchy Television. I got another stripe in here. Stripes, if you see any more, if I'm getting emoji, if I'm getting love bomb with a bunch of emojis over and over, just put those tough cuffs on. I appreciate you guys. You're the best. But yes, it's definitely this PPP loan scam investigation is definitely up. I'm hearing, you know, I'm going to give you the sources, but of course I'll do my diligence. But we'll talk about it in depth. John Roberts, how are you? All right, guys. Well, have a great day. And just remember, if you see things, it gets to be deja vu. It gets to be deja vu, like when the same things keep seasoning and cycling. Not just in alignment with with CV19, but just election season, CV19, scams, fraud. And then you had all kinds of people that believe that government is God. Oh, we got a lot of money from the CV19. I'm like, and you guys wasted just about every crumb you had. You didn't even buy, you didn't even invest in, we can't even see that, we can't see any benefits that you reaped from any type of financial whatever. I mean, I'm just telling you, that was such a time that I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section. When you hear people talking about, oh, we had a lot of money, they gave us a lot of money, they gave us a lot of money, like the gods of the, I swear, I can't with these people. But see, that same type of temptation, you know, they would say, oh, people that were filing these applications for the PPP loans and the people that engaged in that, these amounts of money from people that, and see, they know, like I tell you this, like I say, I learned this. This is not of my own. You know, the enemy knows us by our pain, not by our name. And when it comes to money, a lot of people, unfortunately, if they were on the lower income spectrum, you know, if you're weak, you got any kind of vices, that's how they're going to get you every time. They're going to devour you every single time. And unfortunately, that's what they're showing. Unfortunately, the media is not showing a lot about it. But every now and then they'll show one of these celebrity types. So there's even a basketball player that I think is going to do some time. People buying Rolls Royces, you name it. But this PPP loan thing is about as bad as the 2008 bubble burst. You know, giving people loans, people that make $40,000, $500,000 homes. You know, but even some 18-year-olds ended up with tons of money. Shout out to Anarchy. Hi, Daryl Calhoun. He says, yeah, I smoke cigars and they just went up in price again recently. It's almost, yeah. Well, hey, I bought 2 bags for a birthday party type. I bought 2 bags. I was responsible for chips and dip. So I bought 2 bags of potato chips, the party size, and 1 thing of dip, 1 jar of dip. Almost $15. Almost $15. Could you guys take care of whoever this TESFA? I'm getting some strange, some SPAMMERS right now. I need my mods to put those tough cuffs on. It's like you whack one of them and 5 more pop up. Unless you guys know, if you guys can vet some of these personalities, do it. Please do. But I don't. But when I see a whole bunch of emojis, you're inundating me with emojis. Yeah, you gotta be. You might have to sanitize you. So yes, but I'm just saying, there's certain things that are not going to go away. Most symptoms of 2019, mid-2019, and I'm using that figuratively, that time right before the CV19 hit. We're not going back to things before then. We're not going back. Thank you, Anarchy. Keep plugging away. You know, I don't know. We get it. You know, emojis, there's over 2,000 of them. And they originally started in Japan. It's a great way for communication, but not the only way for communication. Not the only source. But I guess this is how YouTube appreciates me. They send the flying monkeys and the, you know, and then you guys have to put the tough cuffs on them. I got it, but work with me. Work with me. Thank you, Anarchy. So, nice. Have you done, that's a great piece, Anarchy. Great point. You know, everything doesn't manifest out of nowhere, is what we have to see. See, you see how it just kind of comes one after another? But anyway, but yeah, I can't wait to get back to you guys in studio, because I definitely want to talk about some of the lines that have come out, and also even some of the where's the legislation from this administration regarding those PPP loans and those agents that he basically put those boots on the ground. But I'm going to wrap it on up. But then also just one other comment. This is in a totally different direction. I find it interesting that this administration claims that they want a deal concerning the BORDER, yet it's probably going to come. It's going to probably be some kind of huge omnibus bill that's going to include everything going somewhere else, sending money out. And that's probably another reason why these 25,000 agents that Biden put on the ground, boots on the ground, I'm not going to say this is direct. I'm not going to say correlation and causation are the same here, but it might be the reason why he's coming after people for these thousands of dollars that they took for PPP loans. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later. Have a great start to your Tuesday, guys. Thank you, Anarchy. And let's see. Ali, how are you? Simone Watchman's here. Thank you, Simone Watchman, for coming in. Let's see. Yikes. Do you guys see what's happening here? Daryl Calhoun, thank you so much for coming in. Anarchy Television, thank you so much for putting those cuffs on. But see, you notice how I have seven people viewing, or voyeurs. Eight voyeurs and 3 thumbs up. You see how that works? All right, John Roberts, thank you so much for coming in. And here's another, Bertrand. You see what I'm getting? Is this the time of morning? I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. Have a great start to your Tuesday.